Yo, it's your boy Smoke back from Madden video. Today's Madden video, we're going to see how good Geno Smith would be because he has to take over for Russell Wilson. 6 to 8 weeks, Russell Wilson dislocated his finger against the Rams in Thursday Night Football game. So he's out 6 to 8 weeks, so we're going to go and split down in the middle of that, say 7 weeks. So Geno Smith, we're going to have a Madden simulation of him as a starter for 7 weeks and see how good the Seahawks do. They're off to a rocky start so far, so let's see if they can maybe even make playoffs. It's weird to think that the Seahawks won't be a playoff team, but the NFC West just keeps on getting better and better. The Cardinals increasing their defense has helped them a lot, and Kyler Murray is just putting on an absolute show. So first game, Geno Smith as a starter, they actually won against the Pittsburgh Steelers, 23-20. So I'm very shocked right there that they won. But the Steelers are kind of trash now, and it's not because their defense is good. It's just their offense. I think Big Ben. I think it's just time for him to retire, and that offensive line is bad. Geno Smith, 1 passing touchdown, 246 yards, a rating of 94. Najee Harris, 118 yards and 1 rushing touchdown. Chris Carson, 87 yards with a touchdown. Tyler Lockett with 80 yards and a touchdown show. And DK Metcalf, only 3 receptions. He was able to make 63 yards out of it, but only 3 receptions. That's weird for DK Metcalf. Chris Carson got a receiving touchdown. In the second game, Geno Smith as a starter, he gets a win. So right now, Geno Smith as a starter is 2-0. He beat the New Orleans Saints. Geno Smith, 2 passing touchdowns, 1 interception, 333 yards, a rating of 100.9. Jameis Winston with a rating of 85.5, 301 passing yards, and no touchdown or interception. Alvin Kamara, only 12 rushing attempts, but 120 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. Travis Homer got a rushing touchdown. And Chris Carson didn't get a single rushing attempt that game. So that was kind of weird to see. Tyler Lockett, he had the most receiving yards, but Gerald Everett is the one who gets the receiving touchdown. The former Ram. So right here, this is the first game Geno Smith loses to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Of all teams, he loses to the Jacksonville Jaguars. That is rare. But alright, let's go and look at the stats now. Geno Smith with a touchdown. 89.2 rating. Trevor Lawrence, he actually didn't do too bad. James Robinson got a rushing touchdown. Trevor Lawrence ran a little bit. So did Geno Smith. Geno Smith actually got a rushing touchdown as well. And looks like the fullback for the Jags. Yeah, the fullback for the Jags, Ben Mason, got a rushing touchdown. So I guess everyone's getting rushing touchdowns. Receiving, Gerald Everett. With the most, with 89 yards. That is sad. I don't know how you lead the team with 89 yards receiving. So, not a very good passing game there. James Robinson with a receiving touchdown, and same with Chris Carson. So, both the starting running backs had a receiving touchdown. All right, now that gets the Green Bay Packers and the Cardinals back-to-back losses here now. The losses are starting to pile up after the bye week. Let's go and see how they do against the Cardinals game. This game was close, so they only lost by 3, 24-27. Kyler Murray with 2 passing touchdowns, 296 yards, and a rating of 86. Geno Smith with 354 yards, quite a bit of yards, but did also have 2 interceptions. So a little bit too much of a gunslinger there, just trying to chuck the ball up. Chase Edmonds with 60 yards and a touchdown. Chris Carson with a touchdown. James Conner, no touchdown to show, but he got 20 yards. I thought Chase Edmonds and James Conner were supposed to split time, but Madden thinks otherwise, apparently. Tyler Lockett with 164 yards, no touchdown, though DeAndre Hopkins does get a touchdown. Dwayne Eskridge, the rookie, got a touchdown. Chase Edmonds caught a couple balls. DK Metcalf, only 3 receptions again. DK Metcalf is not getting targeted that much. Able to make 51 yards out of only 3 receptions, but still. All right, this is the last game as Geno Smith as a starter. So this is the 7th week right here. Or, my bad, this is the 6th week right here. The next week will be the 7th week, which Russell the Muscle will take over. Geno Smith in his last start, no passing touchdown, no interception, 293 yards. Kyle Allen takes over the starter for Taylor Heinicke. So that is something new to me in a Madden simulation. Kyle Allen actually took over for Taylor Heinicke. Something I don't see every day. Kyle Allen didn't do good, though. A rating of 66 and only 114 passing yards. Chris Carson with a rushing touchdown. Kyle Allen with a rushing touchdown. Geno Smith with a rushing touchdown as well. So, I guess Kyle Allen did do pretty good. And Seahawks fullback got a rushing touchdown. Chris Carson doing really good receiving. 117 yards off of 6 receptions. Scary Terry was the highest rated receiver, and he only got 60 yards. I was like, good. All right, so this is their schedule, or no, this is their record with Geno Smith. So Geno Smith took over this team when they were 2-3. They are now 5-6 as he's leaving. Geno Smith actually didn't do too bad. A lot better than I thought. I know Geno Smith is one of the better backups, but you still got to think you're going from Russell Wilson to a backup. So that definitely hurts your team, especially considering the Seahawks did not improve their offensive line last year, and they made their defense actually worse, getting rid of Shaquille Griffin at cornerback and KJ Wright. So that is kind of crazy to think about. The Seahawks are not helping Russell Wilson at all. But let's go and take a look at Geno Smith's stats. Geno Smith, 7 passing touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 1,925 yards. And there's Russell Wilson's stats before he went down with that dislocated finger. 0 passing interceptions. I honestly didn't know this before recording that, but apparently he didn't get intercepted once. Geno Smith, though, honestly, the interceptions was a little high, but, I mean, it's a backup behind a bad offensive line. I mean, the receivers are good, but still, bad offensive line just creates so many more problems for the quarterback. Rushing, since Geno Smith did rush quite a bit, got 2 rushing touchdowns, 93 yards total. So all in all, Geno Smith didn't do the bad. Let's go and see if they see him make playoffs. And they do not make playoffs. Their record is 8-9. They are last in the NFC West. 49ers are third, and then the Rams and the Cardinals. So I'm not really shocked. I mean, as I was saying earlier, they really didn't improve their team. If anything, I think their team took a hit last year, losing those last valuable pieces on the defense. Now the only thing there is Bobby Wagner, and I guess if you count Jamal Adams. Let's go ahead and take at the teams that made the playoffs, though. Cincinnati, Houston made the playoffs somehow, and I made sure Deshaun Watson was a backup, so that is weird. Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs, Carolina Panthers, Dallas, Chicago. Anyway, what I mainly wanted to talk about those teams that made the playoffs, the Raiders made it, and since I'm a Raiders fan, I just wanted to point that out. But the Saints did not. I root for both teams, but the Raiders made it, so it's nice to see Madden simulation have some respect on the Raiders' name. Here we go. This is Russell Wilson's stats: 18 passing touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Again, I mean, he didn't play that much, so you're not expecting that much, but you got to think he took over in week 13 and they're 17, so 4 games, and he already played 5, so he was in like about 7 games, so he played around like half the year. So I still feel like that's pretty good. Like, obviously, if he would have played the whole year, I think it would have been different. Sorry for Seattle. Let's go and take a look at their defense. Bobby Wagner, the leader in tackles. Al Woods, the leader in tackles for loss. Quarterback sacks. Let's go ahead and take a look. Jordan Brooks with only 6.5. If you lead the team with 6.5 sacks, that is pretty sad. Interceptions, DJ Reed and Cindy Jones lead the team. All right, guys, that's around the end of the video. Make sure to go to leave a like and subscribe. Just comment down below how you think Geno Smith would do. I'm interested to see what you guys think down below, because he is a backup, but he is a better backup. All right, guys, make sure to go and subscribe for more Madden. We also do Red Dead and GTA 5 Online on the channel. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.